that shit to me. Silly ass niggas, yo. Yeah, what's good, yo? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do, man? It's your boy Jesus Shutterworth, the guy, GOAT artist, aka LB Lauderdale Boss. You know, some different shit tonight. I'm gonna be rapping my ass off because I gotta do this shit with motherfucking headphones. And whenever I put headphones on, I feel like fucking rapping. I don't feel like talking about no goddamn boxing when I got headphones on. So I mean, we just gonna get it like this. So we here. Let's tune in.
Yes, sir. Ring gang in the house. Yep, ring gang in the house forever and always. And always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You already know who this is. Your boy King P. Bodega boxing in the building. Ring Gang Radio all day. Let's go. I had a nice little bodega space today. You know what I'm saying? It was good. We talked that boxing shit. But who's banned? That fuck nigga Oscar Valdez. He's banned from the bodega. Fuck him. Glad he got his ass.
Didn't you pick him?
No. No, Pilot picked him.
I was talking to Shutterworth earlier. I could have sworn the nigga said you and Pilot picked him.
Pilot picked them. King P was the one who had insider information about Navarrete looking bad. Yeah, a bad motherfucker that is. Yes.
Okay. I knew it was one of them.
Because that nigga was wavering because he even jumped in the chat like more than once about Navarrete. Navarrete's looking bad. I don't know.
I was telling people that too.
But I didn't fully say I'm switching my pick because I'm like, it's still.
Yeah, you kept saying might. You kept flirting with it like a little.
I said I might, but I didn't. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but didn't. So
Pilot, I don't know why the fuck you just ain't stay with the gang.
All I know is that
this was supposed to be one of those where everybody at Ring Gang was supposed to get this one right.
Man, all I know is that Gerald Washington needs to be banned too, motherfucker. I don't know what the fuck this nigga thought he was doing, but I'll wait till we get into more.
I'm about to say niggas just started jumping into this shit.
We banning all y'all niggas today.
Yeah, fuck all y'all niggas, man. The heavyweight division, all y'all niggas.
Yeah, especially in the British realm. Sorry, British.
But yeah, of course, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey, what's fly? It's your boy Conscious Pilot, the West Coast Avenger. Numero uno contendre. You know what it is. Ringing Radio. Let's fly. Let's get it.
Is contendre a Spanish word, nigga?
It is now. Let's get it.
Damn.
I guess. And last but certainly not least, I got my other man with me.
Yo, what's good? You already know who the fuck it is. It's your boy Rome Top 5. Chicago's on in the building, nigga. Ring Gang, we here. What's up? We here, nigga. Yes, it's Monday. We live. What's up? Let's talk about these bullshit ass 200 plus fighters, nigga.
Yes, sir. Rome Top 5, aka Chicago win with the Avatar background because he leaves this nigga in the breeze and shit. You know, but yeah, no, I mean, we had an interesting weekend of boxing. First, we got to talk about the Fight of the Year candidate, a new one coming straight out of Top Rank. Of course, we're talking about Navarrete and Oscar Valdez, man. Yeah, point blank, everyone pegged it as the Fight of the Year, and Lord knows Top Rank was milking that shit, like having Eric Morales and Marco Antonio Barrera there. I mentioned all the Mexican wars, everything, like it was straight up and down. It was like they were frothing at the mouth to make sure that this shit was gonna happen. Like I mean, that's the impression that I got. I don't know about y'all, but Top Rank was just literally trying to will this shit into existence. I bet you they probably went to the dressing room and was like, "Hey, look, motherfuckers, look, fuck all this technical bullshit out there. Like, you motherfuckers is gonna punch each other until one of you guys drop, or else you ain't getting paid." Like, that's how that shit was to me, because they were like.
But it's one of those for this type of year. It's a Fight of the Year candidate because I've seen people on Twitter saying it wasn't, and I'm like, nah, it is. It definitely, because think about it.
Mm-hmm.
How many can you name 10 fights better than this fight? I'm talking about not the bout itself, like, okay, we got top level guys. We're talking about just you got the top level guys and you just throw them in the ring, boom.
I mean, personally, it's still not my leader fight of the year, but it's
I'm not saying I think the Nuri fight is better, because it was more competitive. But I'm just saying, as far as it's good enough to make a top 10, but it's more like a bottom half. Like,
oh, absolutely, my nigga, absolutely,
yeah, like because people was acting like it's crazy for saying it's a fight of the year candidate, and I'm like, no, nigga, this definitely a candidate. I'm not saying it's fight of the year, but I mean, you can't name 10 fights that was better than this. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, because pretty much like from the opening bell, like those motherfuckers went to fucking war. Like, and again, like Navarrete
business.
Yeah, Navarrete. I mean, in a way, kind of redeemed himself, from his last two fights. Like one where he almost upset. He got almost upset last year, and then the Bias fight, I think it was last year, where he was losing every round, and then he wildered himself, and to get that win.
I love how that's like the slang of choice now for Ring Gang when you're damn. We need to pull out a victory and you get your ass whooped, outbox, and you just need to just throw a haymaker.
Yeah, in this case, it was a body shot that put him down, which was surprising. Like, so like, I mean, Navarrete, like it's just because I mean, obviously, I think you got the whole comparisons to Margarita. Like the whole Margarita comparisons were in full effect of the work rate, the stamina, the punching. Although asterisk on the punching because everyone thinks Margarita. Obviously the whole thing with the raps and shit, the chin and everything like that. Point blank.
His chin is proven because them hooks would have got a lot of niggas out of there. Like, Valdez was landing some crazy hooks. I'm like, yo, and this nigga was just turning with him and just being like, let me come right back. Like he was rolling them shits like Valdez was throwing overhand hooks from hell, like just trying to kill his man. And every time one landed, he would shrug it off and come back 1-2. All right, let me get back. Let me start working this nigga again. I don't know. Valdez couldn't hurt him.
Yeah, because Navarrete, because usually when when he's just a little bit stunned, he takes that weird step back to the ropes and then he goes forward. And he goes forward again. Like it's like
he walks away.
He showed me some skills though. Like I didn't, that Shaq meme. I apologize. I wasn't familiar with the game. Navarrete got some low key subtle skills to his shit. I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, and because like I said, because Navarrete has beaten a whole different variety of opponents. Like obviously, I think Ruben Villa is probably the one that's been Ruben Villa is probably the most technical fighter he's fought, and even Navarrete kind of put him on his ass like 2 or 3 times. Like because he made
him not want to engage. Like that fight showed me Navarrete could handle boxers.
Yeah.
And I picked Villa to beat him. Villa.
Yeah.
I know y'all got me.
Yo, Shutterware, what is Navarrete throwing? He throwing an uppercut or is that like an upper smash?
That punch, uppercuts.
That punch, he spams that shit like crazy.
He be lunging in, but it works for him.
Like I never seen a nigga throw that many uppercuts in a row like that. Like that nigga just. It looks like a smash.
Uppercuts like niggas throw jabs.
He blinded Valdez's eye with that same punch over and over again.
Non-stop.
Because it's hard to counter because that type of uppercut, because the way he throws it, it's hard to counter unless you counter when he's like in the process of actually like doing it. But once that shit is like up there, people
because it's like a smash. Because it's like either he gonna hit you in the chin or he gonna hook it and. It's a good punch. It's a really good punch.
Another thing too, Rob, you got to remember, this is why I always got on you about keeping your elbows tucked. When your elbows tucked, you could disguise an uppercut like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it looked like he's throwing jabs and it's just coming like...
Yeah, it just come low, like pause.
Right.
Like, and then that shit turned into, you kick? Like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, I mean, and Navarrete, like I said, and on top of that, because his worker, he set like a real hard pace from the opening bell, and Valdez was landing, his left hooks in his right hands though, but it was just like he just couldn't keep up with the work rate, and the uppercut like closed his eye early, like that eye was like done, so like that was done early, and then Valdez was just falling back. I mean, Valdez, he was trying, he was trying to fight back though, but
when your eye gets swole like that. Could another punch like explode that shit, or is it just gonna get more swollen?
I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, either
like have y'all seen like a swollen eye get split and like
it's gonna swell up even more. It's gonna swell.
It won't. It's not gonna split.
Hey, yo, King P, this nigga want to see some Fist of the North Star shit.
No,
Yeah.
because I'm like,
You want to see that nigga go like,
listen, the way his eye was, it looked like another punch. That shit was gonna like just burst like a gushers all over his face. Pause.
That should look bad. I'm shocked they didn't check it out because I mean, they didn't get didn't get to the point where they could have checked it out though, but they didn't.
No, it's like no, that shit. That looked like he was going blind. Like if you leave it somewhere looking like that, like how the fuck do you like look in the mirror and be like, all right, I'm gonna be all right in a couple weeks? Like no, that shit's devastating.
I mean, that's the whole reason. Like, your eye swells to protect your eye from getting ruptured. That's the whole thing. Like, but but sometimes what happens is like the bone, your orbital bone, can break underneath it, and it gets swollen. Like, but it's the swelling is a response to make sure that your eye doesn't get ruptured. Although a broken
it can
orbital
happen before it gets swollen too.
eye.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like his Valdez was just like he because Navarrete threw 1,000 punches in that fight. Like, dude was going off, especially like throwing like he was up there with the Paul Williams worker with throwing like 110, 120 punches in the last couple.
He was true workhorse. He was in there not playing.
But
he was like, look, I'm gonna get this victory.
He's more accurate than they give him credit for. Like, I felt those CompuBox stats were like bullshit. Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like, and I'm glad Andre Ward is no longer at ESPN because truth be told, he would have scored that fight a fucking draw. That motherfucker would have scored it a draw because it just always feel like they give Oscar Valdez more credit than he deserves in his fights. Like oh my, like dude, Navarrete had to land about like 400 punches on that motherfucker.
Right.
Ain't no way he just landed the whatever amount, what it was, like 200 or one something. Like, nah. Like, he didn't get credit for a lot. Like, he was literally landing like damn 4 or 5 punch combinations. They don't have to land 100% clean. If they're landing 50% clean and higher, like, and you saw the damage it was doing.
Yeah, big damage, And then this is the thing, because if you've ever heard us on our cast in the past, that we've talked about Oscar Valdez and the amount of punishment he's taken. Like, this is yet another big beating he takes, and he's getting fucked up, and it's like.
So what you think his direction is from here then?
He had 2 hard fights this year.
You think he's gonna take a hiatus, disappear for like a year or some shit?
I mean, he's gonna be down for probably 90 or 120 just off the eye alone. So I mean, he's not fighting again this year. He shouldn't fight again this year. I don't think he should.
Nah, he
should be good. There's not a lot for him at 130. There's not a lot of opposition at top rank for him.
I think that guy.
But moving up ain't gonna do him no well either.
I think Abraham Nova will get next, whether it be against Shakur or Navarrete. Nova kind of
probably Nova and Navarrete.
Yeah, probably Nova Navarrete.
Yeah, that's a winnable. Name fight for him.
How old is Valdez?
32.
Nigga, hang up the gloves and go have a life, nigga.
Valdez might be low-key kind of, a little, don't say he's done, but definitely might be on his last.
Hang up the gloves. Like, if you were supposed to be one of the top niggas, you're getting beat by the top niggas now. It's a wrap. Once you're one of them and you start getting beat by all of them, you can't hang, nigga. It's a wrap. Hang it up.
Valdez ain't been the same since T-Gate. Ever since then, it's been all downhill. So
he's looked mid.
And he's giving himself the hard fights to prove what type of fighter he knows he could have been, but it's a wrap, no?
But see, this is the thing. Like, Valdez has always had hard fights, but the thing is, they're always fights that are winnable for him, where he's the guy who's the more skilled. He's the Olympian.
He
just makes them harder.
Yeah, he always has hard fights that shouldn't be hard, but they're hard because he makes them hard unnecessarily. Yeah,
a lot of his fights, like going up to the Scott Quick fight, they should have been like 117, 111, 118, 110, or late TKO. Them shits turn into 115, 113s, 116, 112s. Like,
Yeah,
hard competitive 115, 113s, and what? Like, come on, like,
yeah, and I know, and like I said, I know Valdez because he's always like, you know, I'm a real Mexican, I'm a warrior, and do all this shit though, but. Like, goddamn, like not every fight has to be that fucking hard, bro. Like, seriously,
dude, it's something in his style because you notice like he has defense. It just he can't transition it into damn going forward and putting some type of steady pressure on Navarrete. He can only like Valdez offense coming forward and defense is about slipping one shot and throwing an overhand hard ass left hook or an overhand right hand with all fucking falcon punches with all his fucking power on them shits.
Yeah,
like he's not one of these niggas who could constantly like, okay, parry, block, slip, roll,
jab, work behind the fucking jab,
work like consistently work his way inside. Like, like even though even Spence, who's more methodical, even he knows how to work his way inside better than Valdez. Like Valdez is literally like, okay, I'll throw a jab or two. Oh, you jabbing at me? Okay, slip. Rah!
Right, exactly.
And it's like, dude, like, yeah, that shit works against certain caliber of fighters, but even then, you fucking do that shit don't start working until like the 8th and 9th round. Like, look at the Velez fight.
Yeah, like he against one thing. Yeah, Valdez doesn't believe in breaking down his opponent. It's like, I'm gonna hit you with these smart shots, and then eventually you're gonna fall. That type of shit.
Yeah, and like Burchell's the only one he broke down.
Valdez was really trying to find that shot and just never came, huh? Basically.
Yeah,
it got there, but some niggas out there could take your shit, and you see Navarrete took it.
Navarrete he got stunned.
He just looked at him like, that's it. Yeah. And Valdez didn't even jump on him after that.
Yeah.
Shout out Blazing Killer. Blazing Killer said they thought Valdez would have caught Navarrete lacking.
Yeah, and he probably did because, like I said, because Navarrete hadn't looked good in his last couple of fights, but instead it was just like it was the opposite. I mean,
there was a moment he was getting into the fight where if he would have really picked it up and, like you say, like worked the body really, because it was the middle rounds where Valdez was really like, okay, like I can
coming back
some round. Yeah, like he was coming back, like he was making it a fight then.
But he already lost 4 rounds.
Exactly, like shit, maybe 5 rounds, like
right.
But it just let ESPN tell it.
I know, but
they was making it seem like it was.
Listen, round 6, them hooks was hooking. Like he looked like he was going to maybe land something significant, but it never came.
Yeah,
he landed a few. Like the thing is, there was a couple where I felt like he buzzed Navarrete.
Nah, he was rolling every punch, yo. He never heard him.
He let I don't think he heard him.
He was just slowing him.
He
was slowing him down. Like he was like, "Fuck, this nigga keep hitting me when I'm trying to do my shit."
Yeah, he slowed him down a few times, but there was a few times I think there was when Valdez was making his comeback. There was one I think where Navarrete was against the ropes and he kind of like stutter stepped a little.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, anytime Valdez kind of slowed Navarrete down, he never picked up the pace. Yeah,
he didn't step on the gas.
A nigga like Felix Trinidad, if he knew he would have buzzed you or made you just slow down for 3 seconds, he would have boom, bow, bow. Mike Tyson, same thing. Joe Frazier, any swarmer worth his gloves. But Valdez just kind of just well, let me see, like he kept charging up, like, dude, you can't keep holding down R1 the whole fight.
Right.
Pretty soon you're gonna have to take it off.
Yeah, Valdez's lack of creativity is very glaring.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Dude trains with Canelo. Canelo threw combinations. Well, why doesn't he throw combinations? Like it's fucking weird. Like, what are they doing in those camps?
Them shits was missing.
His combinations aren't as good. He throws wide punches, and he throws combinations. He gonna be off balance. Nah.
And he was only really landing when they was exchanging. And it's like, dude, never like Valdez, you got the faster hands. Like, why are you just let your hands go? Like, why are you loading up so hard? Like, what's the point? Like, and so that's the thing how Navarrete kind of beats niggas up. Like, he's letting his hands go, but then he still sneaks in the hard ones. But then the ones he sneak in that are hard, pause, they're not even sneaking in. Like, they like looking back at the like when they show the replays, it looked telegraphed as fuck. But in real time, it's you can't tell.
Right, exactly. Yeah, like I mean, and Navarrete right now is done. Like I mean, this type of the beating that he landed, he laid on Valdez. Like I mean, honestly, you definitely got to think of him as a pound for pound guy. Like he because he is one. Like dude has beaten all types of different types of fighters, from a Dog Bay to a Joaquin Gonzalez to a Villa to a Valdez. Like like tough. Like all these tough styles. And he comes out smelling like a bunch of roses. Like, dude is doing
face was clean as fuck. Looked like he literally just rolled out of bed on some like, world championship fight today? All right.
right.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Like,
hold on. Oh, what you about to say? My bad.
Yeah, I was to say, basically, Monster and Crawford started something like niggas coming out looking immaculate after handing out top level ass whoopings.
Nah, because niggas want to be like me and King P, man. Like, niggas know it's light-skinned summer, and so these niggas is just trying to be on the same shit. So they trying to put a little swagger in their punches. I see it. It makes for good television, so fuck it. Like, I'll allow it. But back to the comments, real quick, because I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody. Salute Blazing Killer. What happened? Shut it. Yeah, man. We trying to work through technical difficulties, man. So. That's why I got the headphones, I niggas ain't trying to hear the echo like that, God.
Yeah, there's only so much editing I could do about echoes.
And I don't want the Podomatic numbers to drop. Niggas is like, yo, man, I used to fuck with them niggas, but one dude is just like he yodeling in a canyon sometimes. But he was spitting. But we saw that. Okay, salute about nothing and everything pod. Just got off my flight. Glad you had a safe flight. Yeah, help. Salute, get that algorithm up. Appreciate it. Blazing Killer. Okay, we back to you. Before the fight, I was thinking Navarrete got technical flaws, and since Valdez is a sharp counter puncher out of a high guard trap, he could have done something, but instead he stayed in the inactive high guard. Yeah. Motherfucker lost me some bucks. Damn, dude, why you what the fuck? Like, dude, weren't you here? Like, you had all of us saying Navarrete.
Except Pilot.
Except Pilot.
So we was right.
Even when King P put his damn other shit in there, bro, we was all like standing on like the Navarrete, like usually when we stand on this shit, like bro, like. And I know it was an Oscar Valdez fight, and we've been wrong before like this.
Yeah, you know what? Okay,
famously, I'm not gonna lie. If Pilot picked the opposite pick than the rest of us, it's like that's the wrong pick.
But there was one time when you and Pilot got it right though.
But I was included, nigga. He wasn't by himself.
This nigga said everybody is Pilot on there. Nah. But the technical, real shit, Blazing Killer, but real talk, like damn, I can't really fault you because we all got it horribly wrong with Burchell, so that's why I put out that tweet about Ring Gang got vindicated with this fight because we all stood on it like before this fight was even made and talked about, we all said. Man, if Navarrete fights Oscar Valdez, he would beat the shit out of him. He just all wrong for this nigga.
Yeah.
And I mean, Pat there, everybody was there. We all said it, and it happens. So, okay, a nigga with that high guard, bro, Valdez has to initiate exchanges in order for him to be a sharp counter puncher. He's not a nigga who's just gonna just like be aggressive and counter. He's gonna wait. And like King P said earlier, like it's predictable as fuck. Like he really only has like he just spams haymakers for his counter punches. And that's not enough for a nigga who has a chin, who has a reach, has height advantage,
who can move.
Like, and who can move. Like he has a little quirkiness like the Tyson Fury, Savannah Marshall to his game. So he rolls with shots like Rome was saying. So he does all of that, and he got he's heavy-handed, and he has a volume work rate on top of that, and he spams uppercuts. Dude, a high guard is the worst fucking defense to be having for a nigga who spam uppercuts. Because unless you're up here like gonna be doing this all night, or you some anime nigga who could time fucking blocks like this, that nigga's gonna eat you alive with them fucking uppercuts. Pause.
Yeah.
So you can't square up with a nigga who's throwing uppercuts, yo. And Valdez, you see when Valdez was doing with the defensive moves and he was making Navarrete miss. The thing is, yeah, that shit looked pretty. It'll make a highlight reel, but you notice he couldn't counter off them shits,
right?
Because that's not his game. That's not his tool set. He can't counter off the move. He ain't a Keith Thurman. So he'll do all that shit and make Navarrete miss, and then Navarrete will just go back to be like, okay, all right, let me just calm down a little bit and let you get comfortable and try to just pressure me a little bit more, and then I'll go back to beating your ass again. Like, that's how Navarrete got back into the late rounds and started whooping his ass again.
Yeah,
and Valdez can't do nothing. He can't do both.
Yeah, and honestly, it looked like I was waiting for the doctor to wave this shit off because it looked like it was trending towards that. Like Valdez looked like he had enough, like, you know, but because his corner wasn't pulling his ass out the fight, but I was waiting for the doctor to call that shit off because it was like
you could tell Valdez was the one that they wanted to win.
Yeah, of course.
Like you could just like when even though they be on some like, yo, two Mexicans, there's always the Mexican that they want to win.
Yeah, honestly, you could have made a drinking game from the amount of time they said Mexican this, Mexican war. Like, they ODing during the whole broadcast of the fight. Like, call the fight, nigga. We know that they Mexican. Like, you know, you don't have to keep saying it round after round. Yeah. Like, you know.
It was at the point they was getting to Tyson Fury lineal champion status with it.
They were trying to make it Morales Barrero, you know, that kind of level type shit. Yeah.
And it wasn't. God damn, it wasn't even the third fight.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It was good. Was it fucking was it Izzy and what's his name?
Vasquez
Larios?
No, it wasn't.
No. Chill, bro. Like, fuck no, it's not that. Stop.
No,
but is it Izzy and Larios?
No.
Okay.
It's not. No,
I rest my case. I rest my. And damn sure ain't Izzy and what's his name Gonzalez.
Yeah, well, it definitely wasn't that. I wrote a nice article about that one too. Underrated.
Shout out to Pat Forgotten Phase
for that one. But yeah, no, like the fight. I mean, like I said, it was now the judging of the score. Now, so personally, I think the 116.
Spit, nigga. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. It was a fight where you could see it as 116, 112, but you could also see it as a 118, 110 type of shit because, like, literally, like it was. I mean, at first I thought it was a little wide, but then it was like, no, it probably wasn't. Like, because you can see it because like I mean, there were some swing rounds in there, but you know, still where Navarrete could have, you know, they put in some work, but Vaz may have been able to pull it out, but it was that type of it was at least 116, 112 at the minimum. Like, it wasn't.
I mean, at the very, like, that's how competitive the fight was at the maximum. Like, if you gave Valdez the benefit of the doubt, you understood the ebbs and flow of the bout, because it did have ebbs and flow, and you did have swing rounds, but every round was competitive except for maybe outside of like, about rounds with Navarrete. Like Navarrete won 4 rounds that were like clear, super. Like he put his foot in his ass.
I feel like, especially in the championship rounds, I feel like Nav clearly won two or three. 2 of those clearly, like the last 2.
Nigga, he clearly won like the first 3. Yo, was it like in the first round where he landed like a 6-punch combination?
I gave the first 4 rounds to Navarrete.
First 4, goddamn, really? First 4? Jeez.
Yes, motherfucker, really, goddamn.
I mean, I think the second round was kind of like a swingish round, but I thought Navarrete edged it out. So
because the work rate, because look, dude, it's easy to score a fight for a motherfucker who is getting outworked and he just has his hand on he has his finger on the R1 button and he's just charging up a left hook and he's just following him around the ring and he's spamming him and he finally charges up one perfectly and he lands it and the guy who's whooping his ass is just like, all right.
But yeah, I had him winning the first 4 rounds. I think Valdez came back in the next 2 rounds, the 5th and 6th, and then fucking Navarrete took over again. I gave
you could make a case for Navarrete winning the 5th round.
Yes. I mean,
literally the first 5 rounds, you can make a case for Navarrete winning the first 5 fucking rounds.
All right, so this sounds like
I gave Navarrete 8 rounds. I had it 8-4. So
this sounds kind of like the Munguia Rosado one-sided ass whooping of the year, then more so than a fight of the year.
Yeah, but you know what? Rosado never looked like he was like gonna get stopped though.
Right.
I don't think
Valdez looked like he was like Valdez. You could have stopped. Rosado was more like, hold on, like every now and then he's landing some combos on Munguia, and. Right. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, but I feel where you coming from. I low-key agree with you.
Yeah, no, but the Navarrete though. I mean, but either way, Navarrete was a clear winner. Like, you know, if you thought it was closer than that, like it wasn't no 115, 113. Certainly wasn't a draw.
No.
Like I remember I saw someone mentioned that he thought it was a draw. I was like, you must have been smoking that ready.
Yeah, Andre Ward, sit down, nigga.
Yeah, like
ain't no way that dude, like you even said, dude, 115, 113 is even bad.
Right.
That's horrible if you had that fight. Cause dude, you could literally give anywhere from 2 to 4 rounds to Valdez.
Right.
And that's literally it. That's at the most. That's like giving him swing rounds, everything. Like you can't give a nigga a round in 3 minutes. He just lands 2 haymakers or 3 haymakers that don't do shit, and the guy gets outworked up and down the fucking ring. Like,
right?
What the fuck are y'all seeing?
Yeah,
y'all just don't like to give credit to the awkward niggas. If it don't look pretty, motherfuckers just be like, "Nah, I can't believe I'm seeing this."
Yeah, I thought Oscar won at least 3 rounds, but I'm not gonna give him so much, like 5 rounds, 6 rounds. 6 rounds is egregious. That's crazy. Draw. So,
but Navarrete.
And we don't need to see a rematch.
Hell no, we don't. Yeah, like
a rematch because they ain't got nothing else for Valdez. They ain't got
130 at 130. They don't got shit. Yeah, they don't got really shit.
I mean, especially he don't need no immediate. Nah, fuck that. Nah. If it take 5 years to give Blue Nose a rematch, nigga, give him 5 years.
Right, because that was too much of a decisive ass whooping for a rematch to happen. Like, you know, like Navarrete because Navarrete needs to either go on and because Navarrete has fights where he can try to unify at 130, like because there's competition from out there. Like Valdez needs a soft touch again because this motherfucker likes to get into he gets into hard fights.
Once upon a time, Adam Lopez was a soft touch.
And the sad part is Navarrete has had a lot of work that he could have had at 126 if he didn't eat his way out the division. Because he could fight Robeisy, he could have fought he could fought who else was the IBF champion? I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he can't go down. So 130 is a wasteland at Top Rank. They haven't got nothing for anybody.
I feel like 130 does have a lot of talent across the board, but yes, the Top Rank didn't really have much in terms of to offer him.
So
Yeah.
But 130 been like that for a minute.
But 130 got a lot of
just get-
talent. 130 low-key has a lot of talent. It's just
But they
spread.
passed through, man.
Luis Alberto Lopez. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. 130. No, 130 does have talent, but it's just like they don't get in the mix like they
Not on
do.
that side. Not on that side of the street.
Oh yeah, that side of the street. That
Oh,
you know
shit.
that quote will never die.
Oh, hold on. Salute.
That quote's dead now for sure.
Salute Android. I see you. What it do? I don't think he was in here last week, man. But you know who
Android, and I feel like the same way. Like one of my dream matchups in that weight class vicinity is Navarrete and Figueroa, because they both have a method to their madness, and I feel like that's just the perfect. That'd be a great fight.
Oh my goodness! Like
Figueroa and Navarrete.
now that could be a fight of the year.
Oh, that would be a fight of the year.
That would be.
Easy.
I don't know how that fight will be. Like, wow. I don't know who I would pick for that. Like,
That's tough.
maybe Navarrete. Damn.
I pick Navarrete easily because Figueroa.
Navarrete, he's at 130. He's been at 130 for a bit now, so it's like.
Yeah. I fuck. But you know what? Like Figueroa, like I don't know, punch for punch, he might be the harder puncher, but Navarrete Navarrete. Fuck it, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Navarrete just simply has too much for someone like Figueroa. Figueroa gets hit way too much, too. That's another one. That's another one that's probably on the I mean, so far he's because he's shaking off one, but he like dudes are getting hands put on him. It's like it's only a matter of time with him.
You would think the pretty boy would fight prettier.
But it looks like them Figueroas, they got chins, they got power in both hands and work rates out this world. It's weird how they both have, but then eventually it will erode. So it's like,
and that's the thing, you never know when it's gonna happen. Every fight is his new battle. So one nigga might hit you and his punch is just sharper than anybody else who threw punches at you. And he might be the one that or he might hit you. He might catch you by surprise, or you never know, man.
Yeah, no, but yeah, salute for. And I got to mention one thing before I go on to the heavyweights, man. ESPN, you guys got to be more responsive because that fucking feed, the ESPN feed was fucking up all fucking night. It was a pain in the fucking ass, and it was the same thing. Well, we're aware of this and we're gonna fix it. Like they were getting hammered because of this. I know because UFC was also on that night too. And I'm like, if I pay $9.99 for this shit, like I need this feed to be working correctly. Because if I go find a
did that shit really start like super late, like for real? Huh? Like it wasn't showing a lot of the prelims. Or am I tripping?
Yeah. And what do you do is they post the whole prelim on the fucking Twitter, like
on the Twitter. They would show. I mean, and those prelims are usually just a prospect versus a random jobber. But I still
jobber festivals.
But I still didn't want to see it. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of trash.
But Pat, you reminded me of two things, dude. One was the goddamn Maury Povich level camera work in those locker rooms, my nigga.
Yeah, them dirty ass cameras, man. Fucking
them niggas was like,
yeah, like this motherfucker's just like Oscar Valdez. He's sitting there having the moments. Then you see him breaking down and crying and stuff like that. I'm like, take the fucking camera off him. Like, what the fuck is wrong with
like? It's like, if y'all want to flash it real quick, go ahead, boom, make it a still image.
Yeah, make it real quick. But that was like 2 minutes.
Make it real quick. But
that was like 2 minutes.
Damn. Like it
took someone else in the locker room to be like, "Yo, look, cut this shit." Like
that reminded me of when y'all remember when Saucedo had his interview after he had the brain bleed.
Yeah, and he started crying on camera. And then,
and
then Lomachenko started crying on camera after the hand.
That one too. Yeah, that one too.
Dirty cameras,
wow,
bro.
Yeah, they need to stop with that shit.
But the Saucedo one, I felt bad. He was like, he had the interview, heartful interview, then they just were like filming him for a good 30 seconds to a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Like them niggas like, yeah.
While he's just crying and sad about his career being over. Like,
or that shit was heartbreaking. Like I don't need to see that, bro.
Yeah, or the worst one was the Matias one, where after when he killed Dadeshev, like they showed him on the stretcher, like throwing up all this shit, like it was dirty.
They showed a murder. Yeah, they literally showed a murder on TV.
Yeah, them dirty cameras, I like good camera work, though, but sometimes the camera is just not fucking needed in certain situations, man. Like, just let them be. You know,
and
but,
one more thing. Shout out to Luki because he had a dope tweet I seen earlier, and it was is Navarrete a Hall of Famer.
yeah.
And for this era, I believe he is right now. Like,
nah, he needs
for this era, but
three divisions.
technically he isn't. He's in the Hall of Very Good. I feel like he need a few more stamps, or maybe one more Valdez level stamp.
I think
But
he needs another.
What if he wins the lightweight belt?
Elite win.
Come on, what if he wins a lightweight belt and becomes a 4-division champ? You know what I mean? Like that's like Broner and Mikey, they're 4-division champs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, 4-division.
But I think that we want him because
Mikey a surefire Hall of Famer. Broner, niggas will argue you that he's not because too much shit happened after the third title. So I mean the third division. So I mean he Hall of Fame to me, but you know.
Nah, he's not Hall of Fame to me. That's for damn.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, and I could respect Pat View on that because he you know I know he could make it. Me being objective, I know damn well Pat could fucking argue Broner not Hall of Famer. So, but yeah, I thought it was just cool. I know we had is Navarrete pound for pound top 15. I believe he is. You'll see our updated pound for pound list.
Yeah. But Pete, didn't we have a poll on that Navarrete being?
Hold up.
I mean, I voted yes. I don't know what y'all voted. Like,
I got it right here. Hold up. The top 15 pound for pound. Is he top 15 pound for pound fighter? Yes or no? 48% said yes. 52% said no. So,
Wow, I thought it was wider before. Like I thought it was.
damn, is that close?
I thought because
how many votes was it?
27.
27.
Initially, I said no, but I voted yes. I think initially I said no, but yeah, I think
because it's like because I always say this. Can I really name 15 elite boxers better than Navarrete that are active, elite world class? And I'm not sure. And that was my same argument for Tank, but well, we could get into this heavyweight shit though. Shout out to my nigga PJ because he was making me laugh during this whole fight.
Yeah, no, the heavyweights though, we're at least expecting at least one of these heavyweight fights to be on some, at least on some shit though. And all three heavyweight fights on Matchroom kind of all disappointed for their various reasons. Of course, but at least we got a KO of the year candidate from one of them, at least, Of course, before I get into that one, I gotta say something. Derek Chisora needs to retire. Gerald Washington needs to sure as hell retire. Like that was supposed to be a fucking lick. I don't know what the fuck Gerald Washington was fucking doing. Like 3 rounds, you're clearly buzzing, dude, and then all of a sudden you stop moving your fucking hands. Like, what are we doing? Like, seriously. Like, that was supposed to be a fucking lick. And this nigga is out here getting outworked by a Chisora who couldn't even stand on his own feet, like, proper. Like, dude, motherfucker was stumbling all over the fucking place. Like, what are we fucking doing? Like, no, I don't want to see.
I don't know how y'all saw 12 rounds of that shit.
Nigga, I was pissed. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, no, I
appreciate
was even
y'all Texas, though. Let me know when the main.
Wasn't it 10 rounds?
I saw maybe a few. 10,
No,
12, 8. It don't matter. 4 rounds was too much of that motherfucking fight.
Yeah, and then of course Hrgović and McKean, like that was another one. Like now that one I had that was the first leg of my parlay for that one to Hrgović to win the decision, and it was going to that until this motherfucker decided to finally move his fucking hands and get rid of dude in the 12th round, which blew my parlay apart like immediately. It was just like, fuck. Yeah. So like, and Hrgović is gonna. Usyk has nothing to worry about. Usyk or probably Dubois, if Dubois pulls up the episode. I don't think it because Hrgović is just so fucking lazy.
Dubois is not winning. Get that out your head.
Yeah,
So-
he's not like Hrgovic is like I don't know what it is with that dude. Like, is he just too old for his moment now? Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him. Like, but
I think he's still shell shocked from the Zhang fight.
yeah, I mean, eventually he's gonna have to run that back with Zhang at some point because Zhang's it's like, but it's just like, come on, like, what the fuck are we doing? Like that, like it's like clearly the Australian was not on his level, but it should have never went into the 12th fucking round, like at all. Like get out here with that.
We needed like a highlight reel KO to somewhat salvage that, and he got the KO, but it was kind of like
Yeah, with Joshua Helenius, now I know, and then of course this was all over fucking Twitter. Is like, oh no, he back KO Helenius and won like Wilder. Like Wilder's not the only motherfucker to KO Helenius. People like he's been KO'd 2 other times, so it's like. It's like
Of course we're gonna bring up Wilder because that's the niggas who gonna be fighting.
Listen, this heavyweight boxing shit is disgusting. Like you niggas are in the place to be the next Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson's, and you niggas are trash as fuck. Y'all niggas are not taking you're not taking the sport seriously. You're getting these cards. And you go out there looking like 2 mid niggas fighting the mid nigga. Like this shit is disgusting. Like nigga. Heavyweight fights used to be exciting. Niggas used to look forward all week for this shit. You can't do this shit. This shit is disgusting, nigga. Get all of these niggas off the fucking league and get some new niggas in here because this shit's trash.
IP, what'd you say? P, what were you about to say?
King P, go, nigga.
No, I was gonna say Pat, and we mentioned Wilder because Wilder. Oh no, sorry. It must be a bit of a feed because a delay. Wait, hold up.
Nah, nigga, he was
That
nigga funny. I would say I've never been bored. I've never been bored for a 3 heavyweight fight card in my life ever.
Nigga, it's disgusting.
About 3 heavyweight fights, I was so bored. I ain't gonna lie. During the McKean Hrgovic fight, it was like 6 rounds. Like shit, I'm gonna take a shower.
Well, like after that shit, do you look forward to the main event after looking at that bullshit? No. It's like the main event comes like, man, what's next week?
2 bad heavyweight fights, but 3.
Yeah, but three bad heavyweight, like boring. No, that's fucking trash. That's sad.
Yeah, and then we talk about because part of the reason is because heavyweights of today, they don't throw combinations. They're not athletic enough. They don't have the stamina to throw combinations. But you all throw a fight, and it's just making like they're all doing like one.
It's like big. It's like fat niggas fighting at a bar, just slugfest, like dumb shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. No, say what you got to say, bro.
No, I was gonna say you mentioned Wilder. Yeah, Wilder's not the only one that knocked him out, but he's the only one that he was the top tier heavyweight on the list of people that knocked him out, and he did it quickly. I was not trying to see Joshua go too long with him because Gerald Washington knocked him out in 8, and Johann Snuffleupagus knocked him out in 6. Come on.
So why was Joshua even fighting him?
Because he wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be Dillian White in the rematch, but Dillian White popped dirty. So
which Eddie Hearn knew that there was potential for fuckery with getting Dillian White involved, and Dillian White even complained about not being paid enough. So you knew fuckery was afoot. And then
so he was gonna try to make his purse bigger by like, fuck it, I'm gonna get the win, nigga.
Yeah, exactly. So I blame Eddie Hearn on this one for making a
fight. He was like, fuck
it,
y'all don't want to pay me, I'm gonna beat y'all. Don't want to pay me, I'm gonna beat y'all, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean, fair play to Helenius though, because he fought like a week before that fight, so it was a quick turnaround. So it's like I have to commend him for that.
Hold on, based on what you've seen in Joshua versus Helenius, would y'all have had Dillian White in the fight if he didn't pop?
I mean, Dillian White would have been a little bit more aggressive. And Dillian would still get knocked out. So
even if he's roided up and niggas didn't know.
I mean, he was roided up before, and the one time he did pop dirty. He was
probably won. Man, the way Joshua looking, I don't even know. I can't even answer that question because Joshua just been looking.
Oh, I can't like Dillian White. I mean, Dillian White's been looking mid. Like, I mean, it's not like it's looking even more mid. So. I mean,
he's been looking more mid than Joshua, but goddamn.
But hold on, I got a question. Why is Joshua getting these mid fights if he's supposed to be so top tier? Why is he not fighting who he's supposed to be fighting?
No, he's looking more mid than the fights are mid. That's the problem.
Look, he's supposed to be the top tier nigga fighting the mid tier niggas, but he is fighting like a mid tier nigga against mid tier niggas.
Because he's broken, and AJ, I mean, Ruiz got him shell shocked, and he ain't never the same since. That's why.
I mean, probably that, and then that too, because he switched from Robert Garcia to Derek James, and personally, and like this is the second fight that he's been with Derek James, and I'm basically what I'm seeing is a guy that has bits of his old style, but trying to integrate Derek James' shit in there. But Derek James don't teach no defense. So it was kind of the thing that was alarming to me was Helenius, Helenius was touching him with the jab and blood. You can't. Helenius is washed, but you can't let him touch you like that because the motherfucker hits too damn hard. Like he
was out fucking boxing Joshua, bro. Like Joshua,
he wasn't out boxing him. He was just touching him a little bit. His face was fucking.
Nigga, you don't touch nobody, and you got that golf ball under your fucking eye, man. Like stop caping for this nigga, yo.
I was like, goddamn, like Joshua. That's the thing, like the head movement, like the movement, like it's like Joshua had decent defense before, but he was letting dude touch him a little bit too much. I was like,
he did, dude. The Joshua up to the damn Povetkin fight are pre-Ruiz is like a whole different animal than the Joshua we have afterwards.
He was always robotic, but he wasn't.
Well, now he's trying to fight like a damn middleweight. Sweet pea. He's trying to be Sweet Pea Joshua, bro. No,
he's more like a Rocky Juarez with a right hand. Like he just kind of
I know he got
walks you down looking for a big shot.
Did y'all see his face when he did the DX suck it? His face was fucked up, low key.
Yeah, because like I said, Helenius is the type of guy because you can't. Helenius punches too hard. You can't let Helenius touch you like that.
That's a big motherfucker. Yeah.
And Helenius wasn't even hitting him with no right hands like that. Like he hit him with like a couple like decent shots, but those were all jabs that was really fucking his face up.
Yeah, it was the jabs because the motherfucker is heavy hand, and that's what was concerned to me. It's like in Android, why is Fury the only UK heavyweight that can parry a jab? Yeah, I mean, Fury is technically sound, for better or for worse. Like he's a technically sound heavyweight, and that's why him and Usyk. This is the reason why him and Usyk are running the heavyweight division right now because they're technical. And Joshua's not a slouch for that, but he's just
Joshua
not on their level.
Fucking regress, yo. Like fucking robot ass nigga. Fuck. Hold on, let me get back to these comments, yo. Hold on. I'm seeing. Hey, salute Beth. What it do? The heavyweights on the undercard lacked fundamentals and were just rock'em sock. Yeah, I wish it was Brock'em Sock'em. These niggas would have been enjoying the fight. You see King P about to fall asleep here talking about this shit. Like, this trash ass fucking card. Bruh. Oh, salute Texaco. What it do? Bruh, I ain't even watched the AJ fight live. I went and watched the highlights and fell asleep while watching the highlight. God damn, you see what I'm fucking talking about?
I mean, I didn't think there were that many highlights in those 3 fights.
Nigga, dude, the zone will damn stretch out some highlights.
Yeah. They'll make everything look like it was crazy.
Exactly. That was the least amount of buzz I've ever seen for an AJ fight in the UK. The atmosphere felt
for real facts, Android.
Facts.
It didn't seem, even after the stoppage, it didn't seem like you didn't hear the crowd cheer much. It was just kind of like is this AJ that's in the ring? Like that was wild. Yeah.
Dude, look, you know an AJ fight fell flat when more people are thinking about is Conor McGregor going to smash Ebony Bridges, or are we going to get Wilder and AJ next?
Facts,
yeah.
Fact, yeah, you degenerate ass nigga. Like Pilot laughed because he was like,
"Nah, I was trying to see if Conor McGregor trying to hide his cocaine high and shit. He was off that shit, you know what I'm saying?"
Oh, shit. So it was like I said, but like I said though, but however though the KO, the setup and the KO that Joshua did on Helenius though, it was still beautiful because it was a body jab, and then even for Joshua, that was a lightning quick right hand that he landed on, dude. Like that was not like that shit was like a whip. That was one of them perfect right hands because that when that shit landed, Hellenius crashed to the canvas like he was out of
Yeah,
there.
honestly, I felt like he had the better knockout over Wilder, but Wilder's shit was just mad earlier.
Because
Wilder, the difference is no one. You see how niggas is like, man, that nigga took a dive against Wilder. Hey, no one said that shit for this one.
Yeah, and funny things too, because it was 3 punches. The third one, because it was Wilder threw a right hand when he was going backwards. And funny things, and then that shit was mad audible too, because it was one of them shits where this motherfucker was just like doo, doo, doo. It was because he didn't. It wasn't even a full extension right. It was like he landed like this on dude. It was like
and then nigga ran into it. And he's like, and the way he's looking at it, he's like, the fuck, like
yeah. And then Hellenius is on the canvas.
Shit.
And Hellenius is on the canvas. Valhalla right now. Clearly, out of this world. It was. Yeah, he was gone, and the same thing with Joshua. Except dude was on his side out of this, in Valhalla, nigga. Like he was gone,
Nigga looking like the dude on the couch from fucking Half Baked.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So how bad? Adam Kownacki, like I said, it's worse because Adam Kownacki he brought it on himself. Like Kownacki did what he did. Like it wasn't.
I mean, I feel you, but I never liked those damn barely touch you knockouts. Like a full clean punch is a real true knockout. To be like Hamed used to do those barely, but he could land clean. Like he's moving backward, weird angle, bow. That's crazy. But nigga running into you and you scrape him and then motherfucker on the ground like.
Yeah, with his eyes, look like he was
that shit was just fucking weird, man. I'm sorry, yo. Like Wilder has way better knockouts than that. I ain't gonna semantic battle that fucking knockout.
Right. Yes. So
Brazil, like whoa.
Yeah, I mean the Wilder knockout was just that the Kownacki one was just a weird one. I was there for that, and it was just weird. It was a tap, and then bam, he's down on the ground. Like
yeah. It's just weird, like not not shitting on it, but
it was actually kind of funny because when I was there, I happened to be next to some Finnish people from Finland that were definitely rooting for Kownacki, and they were doing some like Finnish yodeling, and then the next thing you know, bam, he's down on the floor off a little short right. Like what? It was just weird.
Yeah, so I mean, Hellenius. I mean, I get it because Hellenius now he's in an era where he gets paid good money to be a jobber to the stars type of deal. But there's only so many of these fights you can do before damage starts really occurring. Like nigga's 39 years old. Like I hope he really got paid for that shit. But
no, they're gonna send him to Jared Anderson.
Just like it's fucking crazy though. But now with Joshua, of course. One thing I was disappointed about Joshua after because he wouldn't commit to talking about the Wilder fight, even though I think now it's like pretty much all. But we're just waiting. Now we're waiting for the poster to come out. Like
we're waiting for that Arab money.
Yeah, like
shout out to Tay Jones. Tay Jones said it's a done deal. Said it's a two fight deal. So
2-fight deal.
The announcement.
It should just really be one because it's like one after the other, like 2-fight deals. Because Wilder should learn from find.
Wasn't a 2-fight deal back in 2018 when they tried to do it?
It just sucks. It just sucks.
2019 when it was like the 120 mil or some shit.
Yeah. It just sucks. You're missing out his apex with all the belts on the line. American nigga versus British nigga, all belts, undefeated. Well, maybe even after that, the first Andy Ruiz loss. You know what I'm saying? But still,
and that's the thing because now it's clear that both these two aren't the best heavyweights in their division.
It ain't the same anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it's like I think everyone's
still a great fight though.
Still a great fight.
Yeah, I mean now
I feel like it's kind of a disservice not having it in the UK or America, but hey.
If there's, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of those fights in the Saudi Arabia does feel cheap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It don't feel the same. That's just me.
Yeah, but like I said, they're offering the life-changing money. That's the thing. This is a different day. Saudi Arabia wants to make inroads into the sports world. Like they're throwing money in soccer, they're throwing money in golf. Boxing's no different. Like you know,
I hear NFL,
and I don't mind because, like y'all said, this fight ain't what it was before. Mm-hmm. So if y'all want this version of this fight, fuck it. Y'all can have, y'all can have the Dollar General version of this fight.
It's still like, I mean, even though right now this ain't age Ruiz Wilder might be a little bit more entertaining, maybe this is still a great fight tonight.
I mean, let's put it this way: when this fight's announced, boxing Twitter is going to explode on some. Like it'll be like Crawford and Spence all over again. Like like everyone.
This is definitely more the buzz. I don't care. Like Ruiz Wilder had his chance. Like Ruiz couldn't get it done. Like, hey, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I mean, people, because it'll keep talking, and then when it gets nearer, everyone's pretty much gonna be tuned in to see if Wilder can one shot Joshua or Joshua can one shot Wilder, because both these guys can get taken out with one shot by the other. Like they're like, I mean, I know everyone's like,
because both are knockout punchers. Yeah, although niggas be trying to act like Joshua's not a knockout puncher. That's the thing. Like, oh my god, like Joshua is a knockout puncher. Like all the tweets on there that be like, no, man, you know, y'all can't compare him to Wilder because he's not a knockout puncher like Wilder is. Are you shitting me?
Yeah, Joshua hits hard. Like
if Wilder's a 10, Joshua's a fucking 9. Like,
yeah. But the thing is, as mentioned before, Wilder hits hard with only one hand. He scores knockouts with only one hand, the right hand only. Right. Joshua can score a knockout with both his hands, Like, you know,
that uppercut of Povetkin.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is like, so just say like Joshua is not feather fisted in any stretch of the imagination. You should never think he's feather fisted. Like, who the fuck is out there gonna really take Joshua's punishment like that? Like, I mean, like people. I mean, these people still get fucked up. I mean, even
Usyk took his punishment.
Usyk took it, but Usyk got fucked up. His face showed clearly that he got fucked up in both fights. So it's like Joshua has plenty of power. That's not his issue.
You dead right. Joshua's liable to fucking freeze up, nigga. While Wilder don't freeze up, he just get out boxed. But yeah, damn, it's like which one to happen first? The nigga who freeze up or the nigga get out boxed?
Right. I mean, and I think that's gonna sell. That's gonna be the selling point of this fight all the way up to the opening bell. So,
but Joshua barely outboxing niggas now.
Well, I mean, the Franklin one was not a good look. I mean, even I mean, as a Joshua fan, I was like, there was nothing about that fight that I liked, but you know, I had to give it a pass because Derek James, first fight with Derek James, because no, but now Derek James, honestly, I hope he brings in another coach in his camp for defense, because Derek James ain't teaching defense. Like, there's no reason for Joshua to have a mouse under his eye and a bloody nose, like looking like he actually had he had a really hard fight with Lenius. Like, no, that shouldn't be. Like, you know,
right, fuck it. But before we get into the Twitter poll for Joshua and Helenius, I'm gonna just go round robin real quick. Report card style. King P, what's your report card for Joshua?
For the Helenius fight?
Yeah.
A C.
Cool. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, it might be a C minus, actually.
You said a C minus?
Yeah, I give it a C as well. I mean, I can see them, like, you know, if you want to squint your eyes, I can see, you know, okay, you're trying to stay on the outside box, you know, stick with the jab, play it a little safe, but it was boring, you know what I'm saying? And it's not the same, you know, I don't think we're going to see the same Femi anymore, but it is what it is. So I'll give him a C. I mean, he got the job done. I called 7, I think, so.
Yeah, you did actually call that round, didn't you?
So I'll give a C plus.
Damn, Pat.
No, it's a C plus. Because like I
said,
nigga, whatever. Anyways, it was a C plus because, like I said, the knockout was the knockout gave it its plus because the knockout was spectacular and it's a KO of the year candidate. Like I like seeing Helenius on the floor, like looking in Valhalla, bro. So that was cool, nigga. Like, but it took but yes, it took 7 rounds for it to do it, and it wasn't necessarily. If it was Joshua beating his ass for 7 rounds and he was just taking it before he laid the coup de grace, then it would have been a higher grade. But yeah, it was just I just saw basically what I saw in Joshua is what I saw in Jarrett Hurd when he fought Francisco Santana. Like he was just stuck in between styles. He didn't know what to do. Like he wanted to war, but he wanted to box, so he wouldn't take all this punch. But he ended up looking just horribly mid without the knockout behind it. So so that's the C though, because like I said, if it went to a decision, I would have been plenty pissed. I would have been like that's an F. Like you kidding me? Like that would have been an F. Like I would have been the first nigga to say F. That's a horrible performance, But so C+ is my grade.
Rob, you probably gonna have a C as well or a C+. I can't see it you being anything other than that.
I mean, the nigga was shitting on all the heavyweights. I'm not.
That nigga might give him a motherfucking D-, D+.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at Android's comment. Wilder versus Joshua will still be a mega fight. I just hope it's not on a Sunday afternoon like the rest of the Saudi cards. I mean, Android, like they're not gonna like for them to hold it at like our time, like 8 or 9 p.m. It would have to be like in the morning for them and shit like that. They're not gonna cater to our time. We're gonna have to cater to them because it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Like the best we can hope for is it's an afternoon card, which will be weird, but
I mean, remember the Jake Paul, Tommy Fury kind of got us in that that happened already, where it was like an afternoon, Sunday card.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah,
it was a Sunday card, But
this year, nigga, like I swear, it's like Jake Paul. Just no one remembers shit outside of them promoting Serrano and his fights.
Yeah, I mean Joshua Ruiz was a regular Saturday card. It was just in the afternoon, so it's just like I mean, either way, like
we're used to those.
I mean, either way, I don't think we're gonna watch Wilder Joshua at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. our time or 7, 8 p.m. like pilots time. You know what I mean? I don't think I for this fight because it's not gonna be held in America, like because America can't afford the site fees like the Arab cast can do. So
because these niggas want like $1 zillion and shit.
But, exactly. But Eddie, like
I just want to ask this nigga the poll. That's all.
Oh, the poll, yeah.
Oh yeah. No. If Joshua doesn't stop Hellenius early, would you consider him to be done as a top tier heavyweight? We got 19 votes. 47% said yes, 37% said no, and 18% said he's already done.
God damn.
Jeez.
Wow. Tough crowd. And then he ends up not stopping this nigga late. So
yeah.
So hold on. So wait. So we just being consistency cops with it. So y'all want to see Wilder fight a non-top tier heavyweight?
What's up?
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm just joking. I want to see the fight with Wilder and Joshua. Fuck all that.
I mean, it has to. I mean, heavyweights got to complete the cipher. Like even when I was talking about the road to the Hall of Fame for both these guys, it still involved like them facing each other at some point. Especially Wilder. Wilder needs to face Joshua because Lord knows his resume needs it. So it's like
Wilder. I mean, Joshua been carrying the division. You seen what he was doing after that fight?
Yeah, and it was true. Like he was carrying. He's been carrying. Now, like I mean, the man has the better wins over all the other. Well, except maybe Usyk's probably the only one that doesn't. I mean, Usyk has the wins over him plus the cruiserweight shit. So it's like, Usyk is already a damn near Hall of Famer as it is. The other ones,
damn near. No, he's Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he is Hall of Fame. Yeah, no, you're right. He is Hall of Fame. But yeah, the other ones just need a couple more victories. Wilder needs a Joshua win more than anybody, like because he
Hall of Fame just off the title defenses.
Yeah, but his title defenses he didn't unify. I mean he didn't unify. His best opponent was
I don't, dude. You preaching to the choir, bro. Like I'm right here with you. Like he's Hall of very good to me, but hey,
he needs
these niggas are arguing you to death, life and death over that.
He has to drop a name, like whether it's Joshua or Usyk. Those are the names. He has to drop one of them. both of them really to really make a good case for him. But yeah, one of them has to
Wilder more so than any. Like he could have used the Ruiz on his resume,
right?
But you can't go for Joshua because Ruiz and Joshua are, like their wins kind of equal each other to me because they got one apiece,
right?
So and with the way both their careers are going out, you can't really say who's the better one.
Right.
Joshua, of course, is the greater fighter, but better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, Joshua, like I say, he's in this rebuild stage, but yeah, like I said, it's 2 fights with Derek James. I have not been really impressed with what he's been doing, and it's just like, yeah.
Well, let me ask you, did he look better against Franklin or better against Helenius? Honestly,
he looked better against Helenius because Franklin, he looked like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
Well, he knocked out Helenius, so
yeah. I gotta say Helenius just because of the knockout.
His face didn't look like it at the end of the fight.
Yeah, but I honestly I don't think he looked better against Helenius, but I have to because he knocked him out.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Franklin was it just looked like it was just a hodgepodge of like, excuse me, what the fuck he was doing. Like it was just like do something. Like it was like he didn't know whether to be aggressive or not to be aggressive, and it was frustrating just watching him just really mentally try to struggle to figure out what to fucking do.
Yeah, because he kind of swung with more intent against Helenius.
Mm-hmm.
Like he had a little more Oscar Valdez in him for that fight.
Yeah.
Against Franklin, he was more timid, and he never really, even when he landed big shots, it's almost like it was on some like, hold on, did I do that shit? So
yeah. I mean, truthfully, and I know before we go on, just to wrap it up with the PBC shit, Robert Garcia was probably a better fit because at least with Robert Garcia, we got the glimpse of aggressive Joshua again in the Usyk rematch because he fought extremely well in the Usyk rematch. He fought a lot better in the Usyk rematch. Like, I mean,
but it's the fit though. Like Robert Garcia don't really fuck with Joshua like that, and Joshua at the time, I think mentality wasn't there. Like he was still on the damn Hollywood shit. Like,
well, that
he
was
can't pull the Hollywood shit.
Yeah, he was still on roadman status, like roadman Femi. Like he was still like, wild. And that's the thing is like that's what it's like.
Yeah, I heard about the damn he like everybody eating regular steaks, and he got to have damn personal chefs and all that other, like he was Hollywood over there with Robert Garcia, man.
Hey, like Marvin Hagler said, once you're in them silk sheets, it ain't the same no more. That's all.
It just the coaching style maybe suit him, but like
But I
Joshua
saw
wasn't ready for it.
I mean, but I saw better results because he fought Usyk, like he fought him with skill, but he also fought with aggressive. Like he fought him with
I agree with you. I would say this. I do you one even better. Joshua's mind state that he has now is what he needed when he was fucking with Robert Garcia. Because I felt like if he would have had the mind state he's at now, where he's all in 100% with them niggas, and he can't really be Hollywood with these niggas because all these niggas is millionaires, and then these niggas ain't on no Hollywood shit. So it's like. And then you a heavyweight, but you not the stud over here. Like this ain't the UK, nigga. Like this Texas, so it's different. So I think he needed that mentality. Like he was more humble.
Yeah.
So he the timing, but I agree he did look better against like Usyk. The Usyk rematch is the last time he actually looked decent. Yeah, matter of fact, the pair of Usyk fights, fuck it.
Yeah, I mean,
the first fight was still a fucking fight of the year.
Yeah, it was just like Usyk just I mean, for Joshua, it looked bad because Usyk had Joshua ready to be KO'd in the last round. Like
he had him out of there. Yeah,
like
and that's always gonna look bad if you a big nigga.
And they rang the bell early because they saw Joshua was about to fall, and I was just like, "Fuck!" And that's the whole reason why I didn't put. I mean, I had my reasons for not putting a prediction in that fight, but that was one of the things I feared because I was like, God damn it. It's like, this is not going to be good if Usyk gets in the ring. But the second fight was hell of a lot closer.
The second fight, all I know is I'm the only one to pick Usyk out of the panel. That's all I got. Sorry, stop the
Yeah. You were, but it was really close.
Oh wow, yeah, the one, yeah. God, that was the last time Pilot got it right compared to everyone else.
Me against the world, baby.
Yeah, so damn, Rome. Okay, Rome. All right, he was off a little bit, but God damn, that was like 2 years ago, nigga. Shit.
Yeah,
but I think, do y'all think Wilder not fighting, off a 15-month layoff potentially, is it going to be a problem or not? Probably not.
No, I mean, if it gets later in the fight, I would imagine it's going to be late. It's going to be a problem because
dude, Joshua ain't pressuring nobody like that. What is this? 2017.
So Wilder's going to catch him, right? This is going to be honest here.
Nah, it's going to be it's going to be a boring ass tit for tat fight, and then one person is going to take the risk, and then the fight happens, and then the fight's over.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Joshua would have to. I mean, because for Wilder, you have to basically stay in his chest and just keep going forward. Because I mean,
Joshua ain't got the mentality to be in Wilder's chest now. The old Joshua, dude, when this fight was first talked about and should have happened in 2018 before the Fury fights, I was like, yo, Joshua got this nigga. Now, nah. Joshua, he's too wary of being hurt now. He lost his edge.
And then, like, so with Wilder, fighting one round in 2 years is not really the best thing, but I mean, I still think
he ain't gonna get tired like that. Nah, with no Joshua pace.
Well, I mean, as long as he's not coming in at 237 like he was against Fury and getting tired, being tired out in like 2-3 rounds, like. Then after that, then he has a chance in the world. But yeah, it's like, it pretty much. I mean, honestly, if one undresses the other, but on some boxing shit, like if Joshua outboxes him and KOs him, then obviously, like that's obviously that's good, for Joshua. But I mean, because no one really expects that from Wilder. Everyone thinks Wilder's just gonna get bombed out. It's got bombed dude out with one shot and that's it. Ain't gonna be no breaking down and none of that shit. So. Yeah,
I feel like if Wilder from the Stavern fight showed up, he could very well outbox this version of damn Joshua.
Yeah,
but it's like we know Wilder ain't gonna return to that.
Right, but the heavyweights though heavyweights was that, but Eddie Hearn needs to be a little bit more needs to be a little bit more careful how he books some of these heavyweight fights, like. Just because they're losing in PBC doesn't mean that you have to pick them up, Eddie. It's like you gotta be careful about these heavyweights that you're signing to fill up your cards because that was a horrible display of heavyweight fighting. Like up and down was just horrible. Like no one deserves a shot at fucking Usyk or Fury in that fight. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta do better. And then just to wrap it up, we had PBC had its card and. The PBC card, this one was probably one of the first one that really didn't have no type of buzz. I'm talking about like none whatsoever. Yeah. And like I said, but it ran quick though. I mean, the disappointment though was Trayvon Marshall getting KO'd in 2 rounds by Maestre.
God damn. That was depressing, kind of, but whatever.
That was the best I've seen Master look, though.
It happens, though. You step up a little too early, you get bodied. That shit happens.
Yeah. Nah, he kind of dropped his left hand against the ropes when he brought it back. Dude zeroed in through that right hand, hurt him, dropped him.
It was a wrap.
It was a wrap after that.
And the worst thing is he didn't know. Like young fighters don't know how to hold no more. Like they don't know how to fucking hold anymore. Like,
that's another thing.
Blazing Killer. Hold on, time out in the comments. You said that, and I've heard 2 or 3 people say that too. Rome said that actually too. That Marshall was Crawford light. So y'all.
No, I didn't. I sure as hell didn't say that.
No, I didn't say that.
I like Marshall, but no,
I don't know who the fuck said that.
Rome asked on the podcast. Rome asked, "Oh, y'all get Marshall vibes from Crawford vibes from Marshall." I'm like, no.
I said, "Hell no, I don't."
What his aggression, his meanness, but that's the thing. It's like if you're one of those guys who are aggressive and mean, you gotta really be tactful with it, like how Crawford is. Like you just can't be swinging for the fences. And dude got hurt. He got caught up in a firefight. He was squared up.
The grown man. We can talk about this, but that's a grown Olympic boxer. You know what I'm saying?
Needed to use his footwork, get him out of trouble. He couldn't do it.
Needed to hold.
Needed to hold.
But he was too fucked up to hold. He was probably too fucked up and
dude. Look at that point, bro. Clinch and boom your opponent.
And the ref
just do the little takedown.
The ref gave that nigga a lot of time.
Yeah, he did. Like know who they're favoring, like, but it's like, dude, I could give you the extra times. Like the nigga, look, like it's like those like Golden Axe. The little elf could give you the little power up, but if you can't make it to the screen to hit the nigga and get it, then the fuck it's your fault, nigga. Like it's there. Like, dude, absolutely. You could have clinched, dude. You know how Zab handled Baldomir and how he's like trying to boom the nigga, he's falling all over the place. Like, if you got to do some shit like that to survive, do it. I'd rather you do that, get your composure, and box your way into the fight than just get your ass whooped like that and just you're done. That's it.
Exactly. So no. I mean, it was disappointing, but I mean, hopefully Marshall won't let that loss deter him, and he'll actually, he'll actually come back stronger. And of course, Gary Antoine Russell got rid of his opponent in one round.
He starched Clark Kent. There was nothing left of
Clark Kent.
Yeah, Clark Kent. Overweight and shit. He got rid. Like he didn't waste no time. And then
the dude was complaining more than fucking Arthur Abraham. Like the borderline low blow, the partial headbutt. Bro, you're in a fucking fight. Shit be rough sometimes. Like,
that was a perfectly placed body shot. That body shot, that the second one that dropped him.
Yeah, the liver shot. Yeah,
the one in the clinch where he was backing up and he started looking at the ref and complaining. Yeah. Like, cause he literally took a bunch of punches for no reason because he couldn't focus on the beast that was in front of him.
Right.
And that shit, little mistakes like that cost you. And you don't want to make mistakes like that in front of no nigga like Angry Fist.
I mean, honestly, that fight was a waste of time for him. Like, throw him in the ring with Matias or Rolly or whatever.
I need to see a topsy-turvy a round robin between him, Elvis Rodriguez, Sims, and fuck it, King Brandon Lee. Yeah. Mix all four of them up. Mix it up.
Yeah. No more Kent Cruzes because he's clearly past that level of that type of fighter.
Yeah, I think Simmons versus Gary Antoine Russell is a fight I need.
You had me until you said Brandon Lee.
Give Brandon Lee another win before you put it, because the thing is those four you named. Yeah, because it's the thing. Like those guys you named, they're like almost like title shot type of level, like Gary Russell, like he could, like he almost had a title shot.
Yeah, they're contenders.
Brandon Lee is like maybe a fight, or like it's like 2 fights away from them niggas. Them niggas is a fight away. Brandon Lee is like 2 to 3 fights away.
He's a fight away from being a fight away.
Yeah, exactly.
But you see the game. You see how Rolly is. So the game is the game. If he has an opportunity,
and all the niggas you mentioned would probably beat Rolly in a fair sanctioned boxing.
Of course,
nigga. Of course, dude. Like,
yeah, like honestly,
any form of boxing, them niggas just beat him.
Exactly. And then funny things too, because like once the Maryland boxes were done, that crowd cleared out quick for the Rodriguez and Lopez fight. And truthfully, like I mean, Rodriguez, he looked good. But it was like one of those fights where Lopez didn't put up a fight at all, and this nigga just took an ass whooping for 12 rounds and then gets dropped for 3 times in 12 rounds. And I know he ruined somebody's parlay because that should have been called off. That should have been a KO.
It should, because the first one, the ref counted 9, and when he counted 9, he was still like down, and then he got up. It was like the ref paused before he did the 10. I'm like, oh yeah, you could have just counted the 10 there without the pause and just
exactly.
And then the final knockdown, like he was getting hit with like 15 straight punches unanswered. I'm like,
just wave that shit off, like But then he allowed him to get to his feet, and I know, like, if you had a KO or just winning by KO, I know you probably threw your phone or betting slip against something.
I would have been sick.
Yeah, that was horrible, but You know, but salute to Rodriguez though. He's IBF bantamweight champion again, and he's back in the mix. So
put him in there with Santiago. Unification with Santiago.
there you go. But overall, I mean, the PBC card, like for itself, like you know, for all the PBC, so all the good PBC cards we had, you know, that one was a little bit underwhelming in terms of what they had. But you know, sometimes you just needed to push some shit forward, you know. But it was an interesting weekend of boxing. And next weekend we don't have any real boxing for that matter. So niggas can have a social life. Yeah, niggas can go, you know, do something, go get pussy or something like that, or do some other shit. So yeah, make sure you know, but because then, you know, when we reconvene, you know, obviously we got two cards we'll talk about for that, you know, for the week after that one. So, but yeah, though. So yeah, I think we could wrap this up.
No, you got that fucking Charlo Canelo Twitter poll. One thing. Yeah.
We do. How many polls? Damn, geez, like
because the thing is, we didn't talk about it on the last podcast. The rant, like niggas are just going in off of everything.
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I'm bringing it up right now. Hold up. Bring it back. Whoa, bring it back. I said, bring it back. What the hell? I just had it up. Hold up. If Canelo were to brutally KO Charlo, would you still like? Well, hold up. What the heck? Here it is. If Canelo Alvarez were to brutally stop Jermell Charlo, would you still want to see Charlo fight Terrence Crawford at 154 next year?
Hell no.
Yes, no, or fight Boots instead. We got 51 votes, and 57% said they would still want to see that fight. 29%.
Wow.
Yep. 29% said no, and 14% said nigga fight Boots. So
y'all are fuck. Yeah. Okay. So Pat, you voted hell no, right?
Yeah. No. If a nigga gets if he gets brutally knocked out by Canelo, I don't want to see a Crawford fight. I'm not interested.
I would still want to see it.
Yeah.
He's still the man at 154.
Pilot. Well, see, technically, since he fought a nigga, since he got ducked by a nigga at 154 and he fought him at 168, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's going to be like, well, I see why Canelo never needed to fight you back then. He would have knocked you out at 154 back then, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
See, Pat knows that's why I was like, that's why Pat's like, fuck nah. But Pilot, enlighten us. What'd you vote for?
I think I voted fight Boots instead as a boxing fan, as a true boxing fan. I said fight Boots next, even though I know good and well the new age ain't fighting the up and coming age. I mean, Charlo Bud is a fight I want to see. I mean, Charlo Crawford is a great fight, so I want to see it. So yeah, I mean, I said yes, but if he gets knocked out, depending how brutal it is, I mean, I don't know. It depends how brutal it is.
Like, as brutal as you can fucking imagine. Okay, look,
like Lubin,
Marcelino Freitas, Jorge Barrios, brutal.
Like how Charlo did Lubin.
I don't know.
Like how Charlo did Lubin. If it was like a first round knockout like that, nah.
So yeah. I guess
no. It's an 8th round knockout in a great fight.
Okay. You know, I want to see it then. Still in that case, yeah.
Y'all niggas, so y'all would see a whole pay-per-view promotion where the A side, where the fucking B side is coming off a fight where he got brutally knocked out, and y'all will pay y'all good hard money to see a nigga be the B side on a pay-per-view after he got knocked the fuck out, and he's in a mega fight.
If 3 belts on the line with that grudge match and seeing Crawford again, sure.
Yo, wow. Just wow. I see why boxing gets the fights we get sometime now. Y'all would want to see a mega fight where a nigga's last fight he got brutally fucking stopped.
Well, that's like if this were, let's rewind the clock back to 2017. That would be like you asking me, yo, if Kell Brook gets stopped by Golovkin at 160, would you still want to see a Spence fight with Kell? Hell yeah. It's a different division. I don't give a shit. Yeah, come back down. and fight Spence. I don't care.
Different circumstance, but this is the thing. Most people, a lot of Brooke wasn't even the favorite for that fight. Second of all, a lot of people, it was more of a, since it was Spence's step up fight, people kind of looked at it as an even out. It kind of evened that out a little bit. Some people looked at, because I remember the lead up and the build up to that fight. You had people saying, okay, this is Spence's toughest fight, but he should win. And then remember, like, the nigga was like RoboCop coming into this shit. Motherfucker had half a face. So niggas was already looking like Brooke was damaged. And people was giving Brooke extra credit for even taking the Spence fight after the Golovkin fight.
I did. Yeah, the nigga deserved it. And that ball's a steal right there.
So could there have been better fights? Yes, at that time. But Spence was the mandatory, and Kell Brook was on some like, fuck it, I could fight this man, and he did it. Hell, Brook stepping up the first time was on some damn, I could fight this man type shit. So I get it, but it's not the same situation to me, bro. And I still, it's the same situation, but it's not. But I still wouldn't want to see it because the thing is with Crawford Spence, with Crawford Charlo isn't Bud's step up fight. Even if you say it is, he's still damaged.
Okay, let me. You know what? Let's see.
Do you have a better example?
Let me do another example. Let me just do a hypothetical. Let me Thanos snap. So what if Canelo went up to 168, 175 and got brutally knocked out by Artur Beterbiev? Would you still want to see him fight David Benavidez?
Nah,
Probably
the fight's
not.
over. Fight ruined.
Yeah, nah.
And he and this is the thing. That fight ruins a lot of fight for Canelo. That's why Canelo hasn't done it yet. He's really been just testing the water at 175, picking and choosing. He picked and chose Kovalev. He picked them so hard, where Kovalev literally just fought a nigga damn 28 days ago.
Right?
That's how hard he was picking and choosing on this motherfucker.
In a war,
Next,
in a war too. Like that.
after a war too, with a fucking prospect. Next, he fights Bivol, who's been looking like the definition of mid. Like if you'd have ran up a dictionary in 2019 and said, "What's mid?" It would have had Bivol right there jabbing.
UD yeah, you talking about UD
Yeah, UD yes. Yeah. So he's been now while everyone's fighting their asses off and doing what their own thing or calling this nigga out, Canelo just with binoculars, just paying attention to Bivol, even though nobody else is paying attention to Bivol except for maybe Ring Gang and hardcore boxing fans. Not even America is paying attention to Bivol, but here's Canelo.
Right.
Shit. Yeah, I could take him. I mean, shit, look at my scorecards, nigga. I got plot armor. Nigga, I'm not Krillin. I'm Goku. I'm the main character. They can't rob me, nigga. And even then, they tried to rob Bivol. So, yeah, like, he had to pick and choose that. So, we all know if Canelo had to really go up to 175 and fight the nigga, the beast at 175, no questions asked, it would have been better be from the get-go. But now he pick and chose. Even with Bivol, he was a goddamn 4-1 favorite.
Right.
Cherry pick, that fucking Cherry was fucking tart as hell.
Hell yeah.
And it bit him. So, yeah, like, dude, I'm going to just be honest, bro. Knockouts ruin big fights. Just like Marquez ruined Pacquiao Mayweather a little bit. Fucking even Bradley threw a blemish on it by getting the gift victory.
Sure did.
Like, that's the thing. But that's a whole nother story. But knockouts will always fucking look. A fight would have to be one-sided to the point of like Kawasaki Lacey type of one-sidedness where there's no stoppage, where I'm like, nah, I still don't want to see this nigga fight Crawford or fight whoever is at the lower division with his fucking belt. Like, I'm good. But don't stop King P though. he'll still see like, no, it's at 154.
I still want it. I don't give a shit.
Oh my god, yo, like, damn. So you know what? I know you picking Charlo. Yeah.
No, I actually think Canelo. I'm leaning towards Canelo.
You fucking kid? You serious?
I think Canelo.
I'm leaning towards.
Y'all some fucking hoes. Y'all disgusting.
I'm rooting for Charlo. You know, it's a black in me.
Y'all fucking disgusting.
I'm rooting for the nigga. I ain't gonna lie, but I feel like Canelo might win a disputed decision, if anything. I think it might be one of those fights where, you know, it's been a while since Canelo got a gift. So
I'm leaning towards Canelo.
Motherfucker, like, who has he fought where he could get a gift from? Even then with the Golovkin fight, goddamn.
Hey, the Bivol fight, that Bivol fight was 115, 113 across the board. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, dude, if that's the most plot given if gift ever, nigga. Like, dude, for a fight, a 118, 110 fight turned into 115, 113. God, even Oscar Valdez couldn't swing that. Oh man, but yeah, honestly, I respect your opinion. You know, you got a right to it. This ring game, but yeah, man, I just gotta disagree with it, dude. But it's all love. It just, I don't want to see a nigga. If this was like a regular fight on TV, I would be like, it's like Spence Golovkin. But I'm sorry, it's like Golovkin Brook. I'm sorry, it's like Brook Spence. Sorry, I fucked it up 3 times. But the difference is, you know, they're not gonna make this a regular Showtime fight. They're gonna make this a goddamn pay-per-view for $80.
Of course,
they're gonna do the whole horse and pony show.
We're getting Benavidez. Yeah, we're getting Benavidez Andre pay-per-view. You know what it is this day and age.
Yeah, I'd rather that than fucking next year. You got can Jermell Charlo rebound against,
especially because
undisputed,
especially because Eddie Ray Bozo said Jermall Charlo's next up after this. The fuck out of here,
dude. In a perfect world, if Charlo lost, hypothetically, he's gonna beat Canelo's ass, and we'll get the Crawford fight. But if he was to get brutally knocked out, and Crawford was serious about going to 154, they would have a double header where fucking Mel fights somebody on the return to 154, and Crawford fights somebody else at 154, making his debut.
I think it'd have to be Zoo. It'd have to be Zoo for Bud. It'd have to be Zoo.
It'd have to be Zoo. Yeah, of course. Like and this is the thing. Like, I don't like how everybody's trying to make it seem like there's no other big fight for Crawford. God damn it. Like, stop this shit. He just had a big fight. Like, there's plenty of big fights for this motherfucker. Boots is a big fight for fucking Crawford. I don't care what nobody say. Tim Tszyu is a big fight for Crawford. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all niggas got to stop acting like this motherfucker. Look, low key, niggas is doing what these crackers do anytime Tyson Fury beats somebody decent. Tyson Fury could retire now. He's a top 10 heavyweight. You know the tweets motherfuckers be saying when anything Tyson Fury does something decent, niggas be like, okay, yeah, that's enough. So where you rate Tyson? No, y'all niggas is doing that to Bud right now, and I'm like, nah. Like, he still got a couple names up there, man. Like,
right.
Like, honestly, I gotta get a Boots, Thurman, Charlo if he wins. If he goes after Charlo and Charlo gets knocked out, then nah, I'm disgusted. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. You know, but in, you know, shout outs to Boots. I'm sorry, Crawford. I know he had the parade in Omaha. It looked beautiful. That's some major shit.
That shit did look that looked crazy. Yeah, that looked pretty dope.
Yeah.
I mean,
That nigga does deserve his victory lap, his parade, all that shit. Like he did it.
The mayor said he bought like a extra piece of land for a new gym for $1. Like that's some ambassador shit. That's fine.
Because he expanding the gym he got now. Like that's boss shit. That's what's up. So I always gonna want to see shit like that. But yeah, like cut this fucking narrative. Like these aren't big fights. Like nigga, motherfuckers would tune in for goddamn Boots Crawford and Zoo Crawford. So that's all I gotta say.
Real quick, all these fights I'm mentioning, I'd rather see that than a Spence rematch. But that's all I gotta say.
That too. And I would still watch that, and they would still sell that for pay-per-view. And I'd watch a Thurman Crawford as well. Those like the top 3 names that are still decent fights, man. And hopefully we see them if a Charlo fight don't happen. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Shit, I just disagree with this nigga King P wanting a pay-per-view fucking fight after seeing a nigga get knocked the fuck out. But we good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of our podcast for today. So some final thoughts. Pilot, do you have any final thoughts?
I don't got much, Short. It's kind of a short show. If y'all have a personal life, or y'all have a life out of boxing, this weekend should be the time to do it, because ain't shit on really besides some club shows. But we'll be back next week with some previews. Check us out at ringradio.com, every platform imaginable, every platform imaginable. And we'll be back next week. It's all love. Be easy.
Yes, sir. King P.
You know what I'm saying? Good weekend of boxing. Like Pilot said, this will be the weekend to be chilling. Shit, I don't even remember what's on the following week, the week of the 26th. That I'm like, okay, well, but whatever.
Dubois Usyk. That's about it.
It's like, yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's so ho-hum to me. I'm like, whatever. So
I think that fight's getting slept on, but that's just me. I think Dubois gonna give a decent account of himself.
Yeah,
so,
that and the Jared Anderson heavyweight doubleheader with FA Ajaba.
Oh yeah. Okay. So they got
who's Ajaba fighting on that one?
Yawn. That's a lot of yawn to me.
Oh, hold on, it's a double yawner.
Yeah, it's a double yawn.
Apologies.
Other than that, say is what it is. Ring Gang Radio, you know where to find us at: YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, ringgangradio.com. We out here, follow us. And rest in peace to legendary Clarence Avant, a legend. So
yeah, him and Magoo will definitely get ranted about on Thursday, for sure. Rest in
peace to Magoo.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they were giving me shit last night on the Spaces because I was trying. I didn't mean to diss. I was just like, I thought he was trash, but I'm not happy that he died.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Whoa. Like, why'd you have to say that? Like,
Nah, but you being honest, because look, I seen a tweet where niggas was saying like, yo, there's a lot of fake love with these tweets because a lot of y'all niggas were saying Magoo was whack.
Was the fake?
I never felt he was whack. It's just his voice. I ain't fuck with his rap voice.
He came off.
He could flow.
Rest in peace. He came off kind of like a poor man's Q-tip. Rest in peace.
I mean, he could flow, but them bars was dookie to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I ain't.
Rest in peace to Magoo. Though. That's all I
ain't
gonna
gonna say his bars was like he was flowing like he's saying some shit, but
no, he wasn't, nigga. Stop that.
Yeah, y'all some mean ass niggas. The man
anyway,
died. God damn.
But yeah, your final thoughts, LB.
Well, R.I.P. Magoo, who will be flowing his ass off. and Mr. Avant, you know what I mean? The dude who did the voice of Dale Dribble.
Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace to him too. Yeah.
Because King of the Hill, if you was there, you knew. Like,
oh yeah, I forgot that he died too. Yeah.
Remember, they come in threes. Pause.
Yo, honestly, there was a period where Simpsons, Cleveland Show, King of the Hill, and was it Family Guy and American Dad? I think they're all in the same, and there was where all of them were like firing on all cylinders. Like that was an underrated era of Fox. Like
that Cleveland show definitely wasn't a part of that time.
Hell no.
maybe Family Guy, but yeah, there was one point when, yeah, like you said, like you had all those niggas just firing off.
Yeah, like she was crazy though. But yeah, definitely rest in peace to him. You know,
but yeah, yo, I like this cast. It was short. It was I ain't gonna say sweet, but it was great. Like it was good discussion. Good energy. Everybody came through with the chat. Oh, salute, shout outs, Dante Jones.
Yeah, I'm ignoring that one comment because it ain't the time for that.
Yeah, we yo, trust me, Dante. We got at him today already, bro. You good, man, but
yeah, I let this nigga LB know about, you know, when he said that shit in the chat. Like I had to let him know where his place was after that, you know. So, you know,
niggas ignoring that. No one take that serious. Like this nigga wrote a paragraph off of that, nigga.
Fucking right, nigga. Hell yeah, nigga.
Yo, we on some Jay-Z shit over here. Y'all niggas only deserve half a bar. Like, like fuck y'all niggas. Like,
but don't worry. Like when we, because you know, football is about a month away, or maybe even a little bit less than that. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing a cast because niggas are gonna hear this Eagles shit, and I dare a nigga to tell me otherwise in the chat. Like all you niggas is gonna get it, you know. But you know, it ain't the time. I ain't got to do time. I'm gonna be cool for tonight.
He's like, yeah, he's I'm on my best behavior. But last weekend, you know what? I'll say, Valdez and Navarrete kind of saved boxing last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It was the one big fight that just delivered, and everything else just was trash around it. It's like someone just. It's like you went to a new restaurant and you tried out like the main entree, but like all the sides were horrible. Like, damn, cornbread was stale or like bland. Fucking collard greens got no flavoring. The motherfucking the rice ain't got enough butter. Like it's just a mess. Oh, but the oven baked chicken is great. Oh, the meatloaf with the gravy stupendous. Oh, the ribs is busting. The fried chicken's amazing. The cat, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, give me some fucking sides.
Word.
So yeah, that's how boxing was, but it was great. I still fuck with it. Just stay tuned. We gonna have another fire episode come Thursday. You know, we might do music and rant, like, you know what I mean? Might just do both because we fucking ring gang, nigga. And we just do what the fuck we want. So we both like that. So we might just we might start. You know what? Fuck it up. You know, I go off air with this idea because y'all niggas be biting, but we might switch it up with the music. Pretty swoon, motherfucker. I'm hungry. We're gonna switch it up pretty soon with the music and give y'all more vibes, more energy, different shit. But yeah, respect. Appreciate everybody being out here today. So y'all just keep rocking with us. Stay tuned for Thursday and more heat.
That's what it is, man. I know this
light skin summer, baby.
Yeah, I know this nigga Rome probably either sleeping or laid up with this woman right now. With his ADHD ass. You know, but yeah, the other than that, yeah, no, it was a great show, and then yeah, you know, we just, you know, like I said, you know, we'll get a little break so niggas can enjoy, you know, to socialize a little bit, do some things, you know, get some, you know, eat good food, barbecue or something like that, read a book, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, niggas.
Yeah, so Saturday, we got to make Saturday dope, then, right? Like,
yeah, like. I mean, I already have my Saturday plan. My Saturday is going to be dope, so I'm good, nigga. Like, you know, I got my plans. You know,
I mean, half of my Saturday plan. Like, I know I'm a train, but it's like, what you gonna do in the evening, night?
Barbecue, nigga. Barbecue and drink, nigga. Of course, that's what you got to do.
I know, but I was just telling Rome earlier today, like, yo, damn, bro, like we ain't barbecue in a minute. Like, I'm feeling for some like barbecue, like.
I'm actually going for Japanese barbecue that day, so I gotta see what that's.
Oh wow!
barbecue.
Yeah.
Is that the show where you gotta cook it yourself or no? Or are they cooking it?
Hell no, no, 'cause it's restaurant week in Boston, so a lot of these restaurants are.
I ain't no
are having,
Japanese niggas was barbecuing.
Yeah. A lot of these restaurants are having like these crazy deals. So there's a barbecue place, like maybe a couple blocks from my office, that's having like a dinner.
Did that
deal.
shit just create itself for this occasion? Because
it's there for two. It's been going for 2 weeks. Saturday is the last day for it. It happens like twice a year in Boston. So yeah, I'm going to indulge in some Japanese barbecue and drink sake and all that wonderful shit.
Oh yeah, get that beef and rice. Pause. Get it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, you
Yeah,
said rice, so that
ready.
was good. I just won't be eating it with a spoon. I'll be eating it with some chopsticks because I'm cultured. So
This nigga. Nah, this
But
is
yeah,
one
no.
time Pilot got it right. Fuck it, I'm be right there with a damn spoon. Do that.
But yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I'm working on the next Forgotten Fate article. So yeah, definitely.
Hold on, what division, bro? What division? You know,
It's
you know
140.
the Caucasian in me got, I gotta ask,
No,
bro.
it's 140.
140. Ooh,
Yeah.
damn. Okay, yeah, 140. I'll be fucking
Respect to the
curious,
comments.
bro.
Shouts out Deontay Jones, Henny, Beth, everybody else that wasn't there but's usually there. It's all love.
Blazing
Yeah,
killer,
they were there.
everybody.
And Deontay Jones, yeah, trust me, when that football season hits, bro, you're gonna hear a lot of Eagles is number one, bro.
We might get a preview. We might get a preview going. We'll see what's up.
Nah, we will. Get
every
a
week
preview.
is
Ain't
good.
no
Every week
fucking
when the Eagles win a fucking game, it's gonna be Eagles number one, Deontay. I'm gonna make sure you understand that, and don't let Dallas lose, nigga, because I'm gonna go off on a rant, nigga. So just gotta make sure I'm petty. I remember this shit. I am a very
Don't
petty
let Dallas
individual.
lose in December.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let them lose in January if they make it that far. Well, they will lose in January. They always do.
I was thinking about because the Spence Crawford rematch, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys. But yeah, no. But other than that, said it's Ring Gang. We give you that shit you want, you need. Website and YouTube especially. Our sub numbers keep going up. We love the comments that we've been getting lately. Although the one cat that says, one of our segments was too long. Our most watched video is an hour plus long. Like, so if you can't.
Which one was it? Which one was it? They said was long. Pause. Which
The Jake Paul shit, because
Oh,
I think we went off on a couple of tangents on that one.
Yeah, because niggas gotta understand this is a tangent sometimes. Because if niggas thinking like, damn, these niggas really spoke an hour about Jake Paul, but then you gotta look at it too. Like that Jake Paul card had a lot of shit going on. Like the Green fight, Sylvain. Like you had a lot of shit going on. So yeah, like and Jake Paul ain't bad for boxing, so we gonna talk like shit.
Yeah, like
get niggas their flowers.
Yeah, our 50 Cent video is longer than that, and it's our most watched video. So yeah,
ain't it like an hour and 50 minutes,
something like that. Yeah, nigga. So yeah, so if you can't dig the what we talked about it, then like okay, it's not advice for us. It works for us. So.
Yeah, that's just like we're really podcasts. A lot of these niggas just cut up segments and nah, nigga. Like,
yeah, no, like we really put something out there. So like
love this shit.
Yeah, we're thankful for everyone that listens to us and yeah, we know, like I said, Ring Gang, we just keep climbing, bro. We're climbing to the top. So yeah, just come along for the ride, man, and just stay tuned. So yeah, for myself, Pat Scorpio, the New England representative. For LB Shuttleworth, the God of the GOAT artist, for King P Bodega P, for Conscious Pilot, and for Rome Top 5. This has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. So until next time, peace.